Okay, this is just for you guys. Hopefully this will work out. This is the thing of dough. It's about 30 grams more or less. You're going to roll it out. And you're going to have to flip it over a couple of times just because, you know, it's what you do. Kind of like making tortillas. Nice and flat. Now when it's nice and flat, see, it's not perfectly round, and that's okay because you're going to fill it, see? And then you take your piece of paper on top and you stack it. You need to do that again. For me, I'm doing this 36 times because that's how many pieces of dough this recipe made. But that's okay, I got nothing else to do and nowhere else to go, and these things are super yummy when they're done. So let me get the rest of these done, and then I'll show you how we do the filling part too. Ta-da! Alright, now we're back. And I did a whole bunch of rolling. So now these are all done. You see they each have a little piece of paper and they stacked up. Start with the ones you rolled first if you can, more or less. So you're going to hold this in your hand without the piece of paper, right? See the little middle right there. Here's your filling, which you can't see because it's really dark. You're going to put a little bit of spoonful of it in there, alright? And just put it in the middle. Try not to get it on the edges, but it's not really going to matter. And what you're going to do is pleat the edges up like this. Alright? So you pleat these edges up like that, and then when you're done, give it a little twist in the center. And look at that. See, it's all nice and sealed up. And you turn it over. It's all soft and pillowy. Put it back on its little piece of paper. And then you put it with its buddies over in the steamer. Now, of course, when you're doing lots of these like I am, most of these are going to go over onto a pan and wait because they got to wait their turn. You say that went way too fast, right? And you're like, what the heck? What did she just do? She did a thing and then there was a dumpling. Let's do it again and we'll do it slower just so you can see. You don't have to be fast doing this. You got all night, right? What else are you going to do? You put your filling in. You grab the edge and you pinch it together. Alright? Pinch it. Pinch it. Pinch it. See the fingers? And it doesn't really matter like how you pinch it, but I just grab the inside and pinch those two together with these two fingers. So see? Really easy. Pinch it together. And it makes this little pouch, see? See the little pouch. And then all you have to do is start grabbing the edges and you sort of all push it to the middle. And you squish it together. See? A little twist, just to make it a little tighter. Makes it a little neater. See? And then when you turn it over, it's this nice pillowy little thing and it looks very perfect. And nobody sees that if this was a little off, as long as it's mostly sealed. And if you don't put too much filling in there, it's really easy to do. On its little paper, you put it in there. See, these are those 30 grams each. And you can kind of even stretch it if it doesn't look like enough. You poke a little hole in there. It's got like a little hat. And it's about maybe a tablespoon of filling. And this filling is hamburger meat with refried beans, some tomato paste, some onions, and some like taco spicy seasoning, which I know isn't Chinese and all that, but you know what? I really like taco seasoning, so I'm going to put that in there. But you can put Chinese seasoning in there, or you can put pulled pork in there. You can put sausage in here, you can put sweet stuff in here. It really does not matter what you want to put in there, as long as you put something yummy in there. You can put them all in there. And usually I'll put about 5 in one of these, right? And because this is my bamboo steamer, I have 2 trays, so I'll fill 2 of these trays up. And once it's full, you put your lid on it and it goes right on top of the pot of boiling water. And you steam them, and usually it takes about 10 minutes more or less to steam them until they're all puffy and nice, and I'll show you pictures of what they look like when they're done. So that's that. Alright, so it's time. Got my little oven mitts on because these things are really nice and hot whenever they come off the steaming pot of water, obviously. And this is what you're looking for. You're looking for this very nice kind of dry top. They should not be sticky. You should be able to like touch them and they're not sticky. Well, of course, these are super hot, so don't burn yourself with them. And what I usually do is just sort of grab the corners of the paper without burning myself on all the steam. Did I mention it's hot? It's very hot. Just some on the things so they can cool off. Alright, but they're nice and pillowy. You can see they've poofed up a little bit more. And you set them out so that they will cool off and be ready to eat. There you go, the second layer. See how nice and poofy they are? That's exactly what you're looking for. They shouldn't look really wet. If they do look wet, I mean, don't panic. They may need a little more steaming. If you over steam them, sometimes they'll look a little wet. If they over steam them, doesn't really matter too much. Take them out, let them cool. They'll be okay. And these will be super yummy when they cool down enough to eat. You can eat them with a sauce if you want, like a hoisin sauce. You can dip them in stuff if you want to dip them in stuff. But there they are. They're all done. Poofy, nice, excellent, super easy. Okay, so you made a bunch of those dumplings, right? There's a bunch more steaming in the steamer over there. There's a bunch right here. And they are cooling. But maybe you're thinking to yourself, maybe you don't want 36 of that filling. Maybe you didn't make other fillings to use. Maybe you just want to be able to, on the fly, make something different. So what you can do with this, and actually what this recipe is meant to do, is you take these rounds and instead of stuffing them, you fold that sucker in half. And you lay it back on its little piece of paper. And you stack it in there. There's one. And you fold that one in half too. Okay? This little piece of paper, see it's folded in half? Lay it on top. Just kind of overlap it a little bit, that's okay. Just like that. And you put those in the steam tray like that, a nice little layer. You're still going to put about 5 in there. You don't want to fill it up too full or they don't really have room to expand and the steam starts getting trapped in there and all bad things happen and, you know, ghosts fly out and things. It's really horrible. You know, mice, different things. So, but you steam these things just plain, just like this. And the recipe says, you know, you're supposed to oil a chopstick and fold it over the oil. You don't have to do that. Just fold it. You know? Oh, it didn't fold perfect. Oh, I'll survive. It's okay. It's just fine. So you can steam these just like this as a folded, and when you're done, it's a nice puffy bread. You sort of just peel it open and you put filling in there as a sandwich. And a lot of times I do pulled pork with a little bit of pickled vegetables, a little bit of hoisin sauce, or maybe like a sour cream type sauce, tzatziki sauce with the lamb. Pretty much anything you want. You want to make breakfast, stuff some scrambled eggs and sausage in there. I don't really care. Put whatever you want in there. Dip it in sauce and eat it as bread. It's really good. So that's all you have to do. And that makes up a lot simpler than having to do the stuffed buns like this if you don't want to do those. So you can make the dough, you can make these folded buns like this and use them later on. And they freeze great, and whenever you freeze them, you take them out of the freezer, you stick them back into the steamer and you steam them. Just for a few minutes, maybe as many as 10 minutes, depends on, you know, how hard you get it steaming. But it'll work great, and it's simple, and you can do it. Believe in you. You can do it. That's it.